We're gonna actually do a recipe today where we're gonna be doing a pie dough. All right. Now I gave you a great pie dough in your recipe packet called pâte brisée. All right. I also wanted to give you another pie dough recipe which is called pâté dough or dead dough. All right. And this is a recipe that I use out in the industry for a lot of different things. And what we're gonna use it for is we're gonna use it for quiche tonight. All right. That's something I'm gonna add to your packet tonight. You know me. I'm always adding things to your packet. Always getting in trouble for doing so. Right? And stuff like that. What we're going to do is we're going to put 7 cups of flour and we're going to add 1 pound of butter to our, you guys can ask me for Chef Gilligan's Never Fail Flaky Pie Dough at a recipe this week and I will email it to you. Alright? We're going to put the whole pound of butter right in there. This is going to go everywhere, watch.
That's salted butter, right?
Salted butter?
No. Never salted butter.
I thought it said salted.
Unsalted.
Unsalted.
I don't know why it should say unsalted. There is no salt in butter until we add it to butter. Right? But anyway, the only time a chef ever uses salted butter is when he's putting on his bagel in the morning for breakfast. That's it! Never again, never else, right? Because you want to be able to control the salt. Land O'Lakes puts more salt in than, right? Than who else? Right? And who else? Tillamook.
That's what I thought.
All right, so we're gonna just let this go here.
What's the difference between this dough and flaky dough?
This has the addition of an egg and an egg yolk. What we're gonna do is we're gonna break this up so that the butter kind of gets to be like pea-like in there. And we're gonna do that the same exact technique with the other one too, right? If we were to do the other one, we'd do the same thing. You can make. I use this for my apple pie, and it's fantastic. All right, it's a little bit less flaky, but it's a lot more durable. Meaning, you're going to be able to cut your pie and serve your pie on the plate, and it's still really flaky. You're going to see tonight, and this is really great for things like quiche and stuff like that. What we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put it into. We're going to roll it out. We're going to put it into a tart pan. We're gonna make a quiche with a Royale. A Royale is an eggs and cream mixture, right? And it's the basic ratio of the eggs and the cream. It's like 3 eggs to 1 cup of dairy, whether it be cream or butter. Need add a little more red wine. You guys like your wine, don't you?
When do you add the stock?
We're going to add the stock now. We're going to let that reduce just a little bit. Anyway, I have this, see how that looks like kind of yellow in color, and then also the right? Pea-like size. So I add my stock now. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add my eggs.
Does it matter, sir, using eggs at room temperature versus out of the fridge?
You know, it's funny because in the pastry shop at the plaza, never put the eggs in the fridge, ever. They stay right out there. I mean, they blow through them. Yeah. You would go through 36 cases of eggs a day, so they blow through them. But yeah, I mean, the pastry chefs will tell you they hate cold eggs. Cold eggs, yeah. Cold eggs are not good. Anyway, so once you do that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this. You can go ahead and add sugar if you're doing it for a sweet dough or whatever. But I'm not doing this for sweet dough. I'm doing this for savory dough.
Sugar instead of salt, or sugar with the salt?
You do always salt, no matter what. But you can add like 2 tablespoons of sugar if you're doing it for like a apple pie. Then I add very, very cold water, like 4 to 6 ounces of water. But it's more about looking at it to see how much water I'm going to need, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and go like that, and then I'm going to add about 3 ounces of water. And add a little bit more. And I just mix it until it's mixed, that's it, and then I stop mixing. Okay? Then what I do is I take this. This is my dead dough. And at school we used this exact same dough to make cornucopias. We wrapped it around chicken wire that we shaped into a horn shape, and I've used this when I was with the Culinary Olympics. We rolled this out on a pasta machine and made it really thin, and used an X-Acto knife and used a stencil to make a 5-point tiny little 1-inch antler that we baked off in these little half moon things, and we dried them out in the oven for a while, and then we made little barquette molds with it, and then filled the barquette molds, which is like a boat-shaped little piece of pastry, and then piped in the venison mousse, and then put it in the 2 antlers so that you could tell the antlers what made it look like deer, so you could tell what was in it, right? Stuff like that. I mean, it's endless what you can do with this stuff, right? I love this. All right, and then you just kind of go like that, and then you don't want to over mix it. I break it up into 2 pieces, and then you always have to let it rest for about an hour. So I put it, because we're going to kind of keep it round, so I'll start round, and then I'll put it onto a tray, and then we'll put it into the refrigerator for a little while. You can wrap it with plastic wrap, and this, you can actually make this and freeze this, and it'll stay a month in your freezer. All right? So if, it looks like 7 cups of flour, oh my God, that's a lot. But you can always have pie dough in your freezer, You can roll it out and put it in between parchment paper and stuff like that, okay? I got this dough here, and I'm going to go ahead and roll it out a little bit more. All right, and
Ready for this to roll again? Check the oven.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it like right now, and I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the bottom of my pan.
I want to get that kind of brown edge there.
That's not olive oil, is it?
No, this is just a regular. If I'd spray it. A little flour. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pie dough and roll it up over my rolling pin, and unroll it. On top. I kind of ease it in.
We can try.
All right. If I let this cool down overnight, it would be easier to work with a little bit, but that's fine. I could take a little piece of my dough, kind of bunch it up like this, and use that to kind of push it down in here. Make sure that there's no air in there. Then what I do is I take this and I roll it right on top. That makes it nice and perfect all the way in there, just like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some parchment paper and fold it in half. And fold it in half again. Fold it in half again. I'm going to put this right in the middle. Tear this. Cut it with a scissor maybe or whatever. Then now it's round. Well, pretty close to round, right? Put this in here. Then I'm going to put in these beans and rice. This is called blind baking.
What about that one?
Oh, Cam.
What?
Oh, that's not yours.
Yeah, when it's brown, it's nice. When it's black, not so much. All right, and you can smell it too. Smell it. All right. Anyway, so then we're gonna take this. It's called blind baking. So you take it like this. No, I'm just kidding. You blind bake because we're gonna bake it so that the shell holds up on the sides and all of that. All right. You can put sun-dried tomatoes in there. You can put in there. Let's do some sun-dried tomatoes. Can you grab some sun-dried tomatoes?
Medium rare, right?
You can put herbs in there. Put garlic in there. You can put whatever you want in there. Spinach, bacon, right? You guys don't want to learn this, huh? Okay.
Bacon.
Put bacon.
More bacon.
Whatever you put in here in the quiche dough, cook it first, unless it's like a raw vegetable ingredient, which is going to be fine, right? Like a zucchini would be okay. Something soft would be okay in there. I got some sun-dried tomatoes and some onions, and I'm going to just go ahead and go like that. And then what I want to do is breadcrumbs. Can you hand me the breadcrumbs over there? I'm going to take the Royale. The Royale is, remember I told you before on the ratio?
3 eggs to 1 cup here.
3 eggs to 1 cup, good. And the dairy I'm doing is just straight cream.
That's what we put earlier. You can do half and half.
You can do milk. Some people do half regular milk and half water, and some, and yeah, that's what you said. All right, and then we kind of move it around so that it's all even, so you don't have patches of egg. You want to have all your ingredients kind of evenly dispersed with your. Right, then we're going to add some cheese. I'm going to add a little bit of breadcrumbs, because the breadcrumbs will actually absorb your vegetable ingredient. The juices that come out of your vegetable ingredients will get absorbed. So I always add a little bit of breadcrumbs. Real men do eat quiche, by the way. It's really healthy for you because it has a lot of protein. Huh?
Because of the egg, cream and the cheese.
Because of the cream and the cheese give you a lot of protein. Yeah, no. All right, then we bake this in the oven about 350 degrees until when you shake it, it won't go long. All right, it stays nice and firm. All right, it doesn't move around a lot.